Hi guys, welcome back to Robocraft Fun with Showmofo. Oh, I shouldn't really even be doing this one. I should be asleep right now, but I've been to bed, and you know what? It's been a glorious sunny day over here in the UK for us, and I think my bedroom is just like an oven, and I got a bit too uncomfortable, so I got back up and I just checked in on Robocraft to see if they'd fixed the little tech tree glitch at the moment. Oh, here you go. Now, before I was showing a ridiculous amount of tech tree points. Oh, no, there we go. Right. Here's the glitch. Over here, I've got 167 tech 1 and nothing over here. So, I've got nothing to convert. I've got no Uber tech. I'm not sure if I had any of those left. This figure is different to the figure that was just up when I exited, I think. Is that me being mentile? I'm not sure. It seems to be changing with different bays I go to. Is that showing me what I've earned from those different bays? Okay, well either way, at the minute, if I go into the tech tree, I can't unlock anything new. It's not so big a deal. I think I've unlocked everything that I need at the moment, and I'll be saving a lot of those tech points for when the electroplate armor comes out. That's very soon. I've just had Junkers on confirming for me that we should be seeing some kind of walker action very soon. Apparently one of the devs was on in chat and confirmed that for us, so that will be fantastic. Very much looking forward to seeing little scout walkers, AT-ATs and whatever else people can manage to come up with on the battlefield. That'll be fantastic. Yeah, Junkers had kind of said I should lay off the sniping, and I felt that was a little bit harsh. I mean, he's got a point. I didn't seem to do a particularly impressive deal there in the last couple of videos. Unfortunately, I wish he'd seen the videos where I'd had this fella out, this fella out, and this fella out. I think this is a T1. Yep. I'd had those out earlier, I'd got my wins, and I'd actually been killing stuff with them on the field. Now, it may just be because I'm new to this, and because I'm switching back and forth, and I haven't really got I do enjoy the plasmas. Most of the time I'd been spending in-game fighting with the plasmas, certainly on the plane and on the little flatbeds. I like to use plasmas. It was nice to get those T1s out. Now I'm definitely keeping these T1s because although they've got 0 armor on them, I do seem to be having a lot of luck with those. And in fact, I've even on the battlefield, I took out a guy earlier on today who was a fully armored. Luckily he was a railgun, so he was having to wait to charge up. But I was just dancing around him and splashing plasma on him, and I really do like those. They're very simple. When I've got some more room, I may combine them into one vehicle if it allows it, but I'd like to keep those in T1. These Junkers is suggesting that they're over-armoured and have not enough firepower for the tier, so I'm going to scrap these now, and I'm going to try a new build and see if I can come up with a decent railgun. Maybe a few more weapons per vehicle. If I have a look, I think I've got most of them in use. I've got just the one L6, which must be on one of them there. I've got a couple of L5, some L4 and L2. As well as the L1s, so that's what I've got to work with. If I have a look at my cubes, you can see now what's out there is using up pretty much everything. All I've got left is 4 orange, a white prism, sorry, an orange prism, and the rest is going to be white, the heavy blocks in grey or glass, which is equivalently a different skin on the white. So I'm going to go into this bay. Now, I quite like this. I really do like this. I like the ones that have been working for me before when I've been building flatbeds. They've been quite blocky. Sorry, OJ Gunner. I'm just in the middle of something here. I haven't got anything to take out. And, you know, I'm a bit sleepy as well. I'm not even sure if I'm up to going round and having a battle at the moment. This might just be a bit of a tinker in the workshop kind of video. We will have to see how this plays out. Yes, so this is my largest rail, I believe. So if I get rid of that and then have a look back in here. No, it wasn't. Okay. Let's just get rid of it all. Let's just strip them all away. Easiest thing to do in the world is just destroy. Destroy your cubes of death. Okay, next bay. Load the robot and destroy. Do love this. I only wish that they had schematics so that, you know, if I thought that was a particularly nice shape or something, I could save it and then load it, and then if I wanted to, I could swap out the armour in the same build or swap out the weapons and wheels, etc. But I'm sure we'll get around to that. If you have any ideas, like I say, I think the devs will be pretty much, they'll know where this game's going, and they'll be way ahead of us. But if you do have any suggestions, just get on the forum, let them know. Somebody asked before, do you read the ideas forum? Well, I think that's probably the silliest question I've seen. They'll have set up, there you go, there's my T1, let's get in here. They'll have set up that forum specifically so that they can glean any kind of input that might nudge them. You know, if they've got a couple of ideas but they're not sure which one to throw out there first, if there's a demand for it already, then they'll probably go that way. And of course they're going to be looking for anything that they may have overlooked or any kind of interesting ideas. So, of course they're going to be checking in those forums. They may not immediately get to your idea, you know. Okay. Now this is where I wish Junkers, who's obviously got more experience, got a bit better idea of it, could just be looking at the blocks. You know, a shared kind of build room would be nice, where he could come in and kind of lend me a hand. So almost like a multiplayer lobby for a build. You know, it wouldn't have to be something where we could keep it. It could just be limited to a practice room where he could help me with that build, and then I've got a rough idea. That would be nice. I think I've heard other people mention that. Where do I start? Well, what I think I'll do is if I just get some white and we see what happens with the gun spread and what it does. Because I'm going to have to figure out the room it takes to get the weapons on here. I know that L6 takes up a lot of room. So if we get the biggest one in, we've got to balance out what tier it's in, what firepower we've got, and how well it's armoured. Okay. Get rid of the idiot stick because I don't really want to go anywhere with that. And let's say it's going to at least need some kind of drive wheels. Now I can't put those there, so let's just stick these here for now. This isn't the build. What I'm doing here is I'm just sticking these on to see what the cost is going to add up to. And we're already in tier 3. This is tier 3, so let us just build a little tower so I can have something above my chair. Now remember, the chair comes up higher than it appears, the bounds of it. The next weapons will be L5s. That's still tier 3. Okay. And so maybe if I built out, let's see, how many is that? Is that past the wheel? Is that coming up past the wheel? Yes, it is. So if I take you off there, and let's say build you out past, can we get 2 on? I've run out of white cubes. Crap. Right, let's just, that's the same, I think that's effectively the same cost. It is only a superficial difference in the skin. If you have a look at the cubes, windshield cube, give me the mouse over, where's the information? There it is. It's 5 kilograms, 3 flops, 0.5 ranking, 50 armor. 5 kilograms, 1 flop, 50 ranking, 50 armor, stats. What's this? Stats 5 and stats 6? Blah blah. That's interesting. Is this something that they've added in? Stat 5 and stat 6? Blah blah. Do you think somebody's been working on this and just left that in? That's awesome. I enjoy that. Stat 5, blah. Stat 6, blah. Whatever. Let's just make sure we can fill in some more text below those stats. And that's being left there. Nice one. Okay. What was I doing? Yes, guns. Okay. Now you can see that spills over there, so I'd have to extend that a bit more if that's where I wanted to place it. Again, remember, we're just trying to see if this is even going to cost the right amount. Okay, so that's 4 on that side. Need another cube on this side. Hardware. Yep, so we could have those 3 guns. In theory, we could have those 3 guns. Now, when I start adding the armor, when I start adding the other bits and pieces, this is what's going to be tricky. This is what's going to throw us off our tier and make it all very difficult for me. Junkers assures me that this is something that you just kind of, once you've done it for a while, you get the hang of it, and the balancing of it isn't quite so tricky. You just kind of get a grasp of what blocks cost what and what it amounts to in terms of what tier it's going to throw you out at the other end. But we will see. What have I got to play with now? Now, if I start adding in orange... Now, I think Junkers Plasma Craft was all in green, I think, and I haven't got very much green, so that might be something I might want to invest in if I'm going to have these lower tier craft. And I do like the lower tiers, and let's face it, that's where I should be at the moment. And I know with the plane, it's forcing me into higher tiers, and I would love to have it in a much lower tier. It's just that's kind of where those thrusters and wings, etc., are forcing me into. Yeah, that's not significantly pushing it up. can we get away with just replacing all of these? I think it may be when I come to add on either a lot more armour or start sticking things like... Oops, wrong button. Yeah, see, there we go. Now I am in tier 4. And that's not what we want. So this is too much orange. We've got just too much orange in this design, and I haven't even got... I would like some rockets on this. I would like a radar dish, a radar jammer, and a radar receiver. I know it's a lot to ask, but that's what I would like. So, what should we do next? How many... I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. I'm half asleep. Do forgive me. I've got green and brown. So, maybe if we switch out this section for green. Still tier 4. How many have we got left? 2. This is what I did with my aeroplane. I went through and I just used all my blocks trying to use the armour to take it down. There we go, back in tier 3. And that's not going to do it because, I mean, for a start, does it even drive? The wheelbase will be horrible on this. I've got the wheels very close together. It's only got 2 steering wheels. They're not spread out at all. They're right on the main chassis. There's no spacing for them. So, if I drive this around, you can see it's wobbling. There you go. So, it's flawed in its design at the moment. I mean, it does, with those 2 arms there, it does kind of correct itself a little bit. Now, you can live with that. You can make the decision that I am going to have this wheelbase, and you just have to know that when you're playing the game, you have to be careful when you drive and get around. But can you afford that? If a plasma tank sneaks up on you, or you suddenly, like, you turn around a bend and there's 3 enemy vehicles with SMGs and plasma, you're not going to want to stick around for that. You're not going to have time to reload and take them on. So you can see this is going everywhere. I would have to be very careful with how I drove this around. So I'm not enjoying that so much. I'd like to know I could flee, if at all possible. Without having to worry about it too much, without having to worry about coping with this kind of driving nonsense. I'd also like some jets on there. Now, Junkers said he didn't have anything as big as this. So, maybe we get rid of you. And go down to a 4. And, you know, if we had the 4, then I'm pretty sure we could put all that orange back, no problem. Yep, see? So, that gun, taking that gun off, means these are the 2 big guns. We've got a whole load of real estate. Pretty sure these could be in orange as well, because I think the armour, it takes a lot of armour to make a difference. The things that are going to make a difference is the wheels, the guns, and the fancy bits of equipment that you stick on. Okay, so we're nicely in 3 there. Okay. Now, hardware special. Right. Radar is going to be a must if I don't want to have stuff just suddenly coming around the corner, if I can at all avoid it. That's still in 3. That's the lowest level 1. Lowest level receiver. Because if I put this on, this is an L3 receiver. For a start, it's fecking massive. Yeah? We can have it, but it's massive. You know, if I was going to have that receiver on it with that range, I probably wouldn't bother with the radar. And a jammer. We get a jammer on here somewhere. Just stick it on somewhere, anywhere. We're not worried about the design here, we're just looking at the cost. Still 3. So, I could have... Could I have the 2? Yeah. So, if we can make this a bit more stable, we could just go with this. I mean, we're a sniper, we don't want things sneaking up on us anyway, so we don't have to build it into a tank. A lot of the little railguns are tiny little things, you know, little sleek designs trying to minimise the silhouette, and hopefully you're just picking things off from a distance and then running away. But if we are running away, then we're going to have a better wheelbase, which is going to mean more cubes. So, let's get some more orange on the go. We're going to want at least a wheelbase of 5 across. I like to have these ones at the front. I think possibly the reason why I like to have the front wheels as the just standard crap drive wheels is they're probably more likely to be shot off. You're probably more likely to take it in the face than from behind, although you will get snuck up on, and so, you know, it's good to have an armoured back if you can afford the luxury. But I tend to think more people will see you poking your head out, fire a bit of plasma or SMG your way, or maybe even snipe you back, and you're going to lose something like a front wheel, your front gun, or one of these top things. In which case you'd like to have some steering left. So, seeing as I've only got steering on one end, I do tend to go for the rear end. Okay, now this is tier 3, and let's have a look at how this handles. Oh, lovely brew. Lovely brew, although I should be having lovely sleep. Oh, have you been having nice sunny weather today? Have you in the future and on a completely different day? Yeah, that's the weird thing about making a video for YouTube. I'm making it now and having nice little discussions in the chat, and there's only a few of us on here. In the future, you may be watching this video maybe 2 or 3 years down the line. It may be even more, who knows? But anyway, let me know. Is it a nice sunny day where you are today? Now, what's wigging me out, this took me ages to figure out, but what is wigging out the steering here is the bounding box of the receiver on the back. It is massive. It is massive, and if you can look there, it might not show properly. Yes, I think it does. You can see it's colliding with the ground, and it's interfering with the traction of the wheels. They're wobbling from side to side, and they're spinning me out in all kinds of directions. So, nobody wants that. Nobody wants to escape by dancing around in a circle in front of somebody, you know? Unless they're too busy laughing at you, it's not really going to be an effective means of escape. And it's certainly not going to get you anywhere up onto a verge or anything to shoot anyone. So, let's bin that off. Oops, it's in special. I haven't got an L1. What the hey-ho. I don't want to take it off my other one. In fact, I'll probably be adding to those T1s, if anything. So, what can I buy? Shall I buy this one, the 2? Or shall I just go for another cheap small one? That's tricky. Okay, well I probably haven't got one of those on one of my T1s, so for now I'll just buy the L1. And we'll go back. We'll stick the L1 on there. Now, I could have just swapped them around, couldn't I? the things you think of after the fact. I could have just swapped those around. In fact, I think I will, because I think that'll interfere less anyway. I think we'll just have radar 1 and receiver 1, because that'll give me a few more points to spend. They'll have probably been pushing me right to the edge of what I could and couldn't have. So this should allow me to get a couple of thrusters on here. Oh, excuse me. So, 1, still T3. 2, still T3. 4 and 5, still tier 3. Nice. Now I'm betting if I'd have had those, the L2 and L3 receiver, I imagine, excuse me, that I would now be in tier 4. Okie doke. So, let's see how this performs. Whoa, now I think it's the 2 arms are just skidding it out all over the place. Yeah, it's got a weird top heavy arm swinging thing. What you've got to think about in here is your centre of gravity, or centre of mass, depending on what you want to talk about. Now, the reason my plasma tanks were hugging the ground so much and flying around so much, and the reason why that one with the pink chassis, pink is a lot heavier. Let's have a look at the weights. Okay. Yep, so the mass of that is 10. And the mass of that is 15. So on my other one I only had 1 gun, and it was running around, and it had a chassis made out of pink, which will have been holding it to the floor. In my T1 plasma beds, they've got a chassis made out of this grey stuff. It's the same armour as the white, but it's a lot heavier. I believe it was the heaviest cube. I'm not sure if black now weighs the same amount. But we can fix this problem by just taking this chassis out. And these are probably only going to be cheap to the tier level, because they're a very basic block. So hopefully it doesn't affect it too much. Okay. No, why are we still spinning out? Why? What is the dealio with this? What's causing this to spin out like that? Is it the radar? Is the radar now interfering with the floor? I've had things that interfere with the floor, but if your vehicle is heavy enough, it doesn't do it quite so much. So I think it's this fella and this fella need to be shunted up 1. So we'll try the radar dish here. And the receiver here. And that should this should work fine now. And we've got a nice heavy base, so it'll be less likely to topple over anyway, should we take a particularly hard corner or bump off one of those little nice bits of terrain that loves to do us in. Yep. This is a lot nicer. I'm not spinning out. There you go, otherwise we'd have been spinning around and hitting that boulder that we made friends with earlier. Let's see. There you go. No, that's handling fine, otherwise I'd have just been chatting to that guy now. Right, so that's all good. So, how do we figure with this configuration for armor? Well, the seat isn't attached to any armored blocks, and it's not protected by any armored blocks. Do those jets offer any protection? These jets have 120 armor. Okay, so if we have a look at our orange, that has 291 armor. So it's still worth taking those off, covering this in armor. It's assuming we're not going to flip and be shot around here. And in the center, what we've got, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let us just replace these. Okay, still tier 3. Can we get the jets back on? And of course, Junkers, Backer, everyone else, once you've seen this, you can see the process I've gone through. You can tell me if there's any points on it where I'm going wrong. You can say, no, at this point in the video you should have done this, at this point in the video you should have done that. But try not to just say, no, don't do this. I don't appreciate those kind of comments so much. I mean, I get what you mean, but that's a kind of standard response, and it doesn't take much thought, and it doesn't take into account of a lot of things. You know, if I'm not getting hits with my railgun, then give me tips as to how I can get hits with my railgun. Tell me how I can get along more. Tell me I need more practice. Don't tell me to quit, because really, that's not the right kind of attitude to have. That's off-putting for some people. Now, I've been at this kind of stuff for long enough, and I'm kind of pretty comfortable with who I am and what I'm about to not worry too much about those kind of comments, and I can just shrug them off. But you know, for other people, that might be a real kind of a thing that kind of ends it for them, and then that takes the fun out of stuff, doesn't it? And we don't want that. This is all about having a fun game and destroying cubes. So we're tier 3, we're going to definitely need some kind of armor on the front. Still tier 3, can we take this all the way along here? Still tier 3, nice. Can we take this bit around the back? Still three, that's lovely. Let's see. Can't put one there, can put one there, put one there. Tier 3. This is what we're after. Definitely want one there. Definitely want one here. Still tier 3. Can't cover any of that up. Now that's going to be a shame, because if something shoots us from above and smashes into this grey, that could just smash the whole thing apart. But we can live with that for now. The idea is that we're not going to, you know, the gameplay behind it is that we should be avoiding anything landing hits on us in the first place. We should be very sneaky, we should be in and out, shouldn't be staying too still. But let's see if we can just fit something in there. No, we can't fit anything in there. Can't fit anything around there. Now, of course, I could take this grey out. I could swap out that grey for something else. I imagine the weight of the vehicle now, without anything interfering on the ground, would actually stop it from spinning around. Oh, nearly. Let's just let him know what's going on. Oh. Let's see. What was I typing there? Unfortunately, because I'm in a window, this thing gets in the way of what I'm typing. Give you a shout when it's done. It spuns good. Yes, it does spun good. He meant sounds. I know what he meant. It's alright. Okay. So, I can get a sneaky little triangle in here. That will do me. Still on 3. I can't cover any of this up, and that's at the front. You know, so what I may well do is just take this out. I'm a bit worried that Junkers will shout at me if my craft just gets blown up rather than taking out the enemy. So, what I'll do is I'd like to have that little bit of weight in there, so I can leave that at the back. Let's see how this travels. Oh, lovely brew. I do enjoy a good brew. I'm starting to feel like I'm cooling down a little bit now as well, which is helpful. Hopefully my bed will be nice and cool when I get back up to it. There we go, so this is driving around fine. Little practice so I don't get told off too much. There you go. Oh, missed. Sorry. Sorry, Junker. Oh, and our friend. Missed. Eek. We'll have to get better at this, realistically. If you're going to be a sniper, you're going to want to get a lot of practice in. And you want to be helping your team. And then, because if you're not helping your team, you are going to end up just that kind of last person on the map who's ran around a lot. And then suddenly you're confronted by what's left of the enemy team. Now there is a little bit of a weird thing where it looks like your crosshair is on it. But you've got to give your guns a chance to sort of like narrow in on the crosshair to get that hit. See, the first shot went wild because I think the gun was swinging round to get to it. and they're all firing from slightly different angles. What's really horrible is when you end up having, like, you've got one of those hot air balloon things and you've got one mounted in a weird side kind of way. There we go. So let's see you. Let's have you. And let's have you. Hit him. Didn't do much to him. Okay, that's enough of that. So, hopefully this is educational. No, sorry, True MB, I'm just a little bit busy at the moment. I'll let you know in the chat in a sec, or you can watch this video and find out what is going on. Still in tier 3, so I'm actually going to just go the whole hog. And I don't think weight's the issue. I think it was just interference before. I don't think I really need those cubes in. So if I can have them, I will just have it all in orange. Okay, now, can we protect our seat a little bit more? Yes, we can. Let's have some of these boys in here. Just giving us a nice little hidey hole to sit in. No. No. Will we get a tetra in there? Yes, we will. Okay, so our tetra will fit there. And we're not going to get any tetras on there. Okay. And let's just try and smooth out the edges a bit here. Just in case, I still haven't heard from anyone as to how great a part deflection plays in this. Still nicely on tier 3, which is good. Would be nice to bring in that all the way along. Oops. So we're still tier 3, so we might get to do that. These rockets have got a fair bit of armor on them. What was I just filling in there? I filled in one behind there. Yes, that's probably sensible to do. Connect it up a bit more if I can, so it's not just holding on with one block. Would be sensible thing to do. Ah, that's where our radar jammer was. Okay, so now I'm going to have to place a radar jammer in here somewhere. Oh dear. Right, well, this is where I may just be being cheeky and slapping one under the vehicle. Let's just see if that interferes. I don't think that interferes too much. I think I've driven around with stuff like that before and managed to get away with it. I think the weight of it it's got a fairly level kind of surface that it's pushing in. It's not spinning out. If we can negotiate this alright, then I think we're fine. Doesn't want to go up there anyway. Now this is a slight problem where I'm on my back, but you know, that's something I should know not to do. I've got the back end is heavy. If I'd put some weight up at the front and had better thrusters, it would probably handle that maneuver, but I can live without needing to ramp up those kind of things. So I can live with that. Excuse me, I can live with that for now. Let's take these down here. Still tier 3. Can we cover them up completely? We could probably just cover those up completely. Yep, still tier 3. Lovely. In that case... Yep, that's all good. It still doesn't want me to put one here in this arc, so... Oh, and I can't get one there. Let's take you off there and you off there. And just put one here. Can we actually get a nice little bumper around the front? Yeah. So we're still in it. Still okay. So with that, that means we can come out here. None of these cubes left. Okay, so I'll save that. I'll put you back there. We'll take you off there. No, I've got none of those cubes left. Okay, let's have matching colours at least. And we're going to be down onto these blue ones. If anything, really, I should have the blue ones on the front. But then that's more likely. I imagine I'm going to be turning to face much stuff. But then I am also going to be running away while I'm charging, so it's a difficult call, but I've spent long enough on this, so I'm just going to get it built. We'll find out how it does, and then I can make any kind of changes to it. Still 3, nice. Round you out. Round you out. Pop you there, you there. You there, and you there. Let's have the same here. There. And I can't afford one, I'm just going to leave that. How are we doing? We're still doing just fine. Swap you out for one of these, just to tie it in a bit nicer. That's quite nice. Still tier 3. Lovely. Gonna do the same here. So I'll just add it in on this one, so it's sat on an orange block. Okay, I've got none of those. I haven't got any Tetras in these, so we're on to the green now. Just to kind of fill in these gaps. Important to check back every now and then. You don't want to get too far ahead and then suddenly realise you've got to strip back a load to make it into the tier that you want. Okay, I think this is looking quite nice. I think I'm reasonably happy with this. I've only got one of those left. No, tier 4. Tier 4. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? Okay. Let's take out you and you. Tier 3. Okay. And let's drop down to brown and see if we can get away with that. Yeah, we can get away with that. Can we get away with some brown in here? Possibly. No. No, we're not going to have brown in there. So, let's just pad it out. Let's see if it'll let us pad it out with some white. Yeah, it will. No, it really doesn't want us to have those cubes there, and then of course you've got to make the decision of which bit of armour is more important. Oopsie. Let's see if by dropping these it will give me a bit more leeway to nicely round off what we've got here. Yeah, well, I think that's about as much as I'm going to get done on this. Hopefully Junkers is still around to come out and play with me. There's Snowcap. Wonder what he's up to. I hope if he turns up on the battlefield it's going to be on my side. Let me just have a practice run, make sure this drives. Oh dear. And Junkers, if you're watching this back and I'm terrible with the railgun when I get out there, remember, I haven't been sniping in this for very long and I've spent most of this time since I've got up being half asleep and building rather than practicing shooting. Okay, park up. What can I see? So give me something to shoot at. Okay, I'm charged up. Can we see this fella? Missed, he went behind the rock. Oh dear. I just feel like I've got Junkers now looking over my shoulder. Hit it, hit it. Okay, breathe out, and hit the rock. Awesome, awesome. Well, I hope you're all much better snipers than I am. You know, give me a bit of time to practice. We'll get there. Okay, hit that guy, and then I've got to charge back up. It's not going as fast as I'd like it. I'd possibly like some more jets in there. It really, I don't want to have any manoeuvres like that while I'm in the game. But I want those points, because what do points make? Nice cubes of death for me to play with. Okay, let's see if Junkers is about for some T3 railgun fun. See how he's doing. And I'll do my best to hit something. It is difficult, you know. I imagine there is a portion of my brain that is reserved for concentration that gets used up while I'm narrating this to you guys. If I was just doing pure gameplay, I imagine it'd be far easier to just kind of get into the zone and get those all important headshots. He's probably mid-battle right now, so what I'll do is I'll just give him a second or two, and if he doesn't get back to me, I'll send him a platoon invite. I'm not sure how long this has gone on for now. Let me see. Good grief. Good grief, an hour of build. An hour of robo fun in here building rails. Well, I certainly hope it's been useful to somebody. You know, if you're new to the game, obviously if you're Mitchell SG, then you've probably had a chuckle at this and you've just been like, oh yes, this is what you do this. But he is of course level 50, clearly been playing the game longer than I have. Junkers, I'm not sure what level he is, but he clearly knows his stuff. Oh, and with the name of my plane, you guys are getting close. I can just assure you it's Japanese. You're getting close. There's a lot of clues in what I'm saying. But if I haven't heard anything that is the correct name in English, by the time I get 20 subscribers, I'll just put you out of your misery and let you know what it's called. And then you'll all be like, ah, right, yes, yeah, I see. Okay, Junkers, what is going on? Let us just try and get Junkers into a platoon. Oh, itchy eye, itchy eye. Oh, this is horrible now, because now I'm awake. Which was not what I intended to do. I intended to just get up, see if the tech tree thing was working properly again yet, and then let my bed cool down and get back to sleep. And now once again I am up late at night playing this jolly old game. He's accepted, awesome, to battle. So Junkers, I hope this meets with your approval. Invite Nano 2. Decline. What I will do is I will invite. Are we going in? Invite Nano. Nano not connected. I need his proper name. Is he on my friends list? No. Right, let's have a look. And the platoons. Here we go. We've got True MB. Awesome. Awesome. Please call me show. I get confused easily, very easily. It's just sometimes when there's a lot of chat. Okay, the MB stands for Nanobook. Ah, right, we're doing T4. Oh, I'm T3. I'm T3. I'm T3, but whatever. Whatever, it's close enough. Yep, I will be doing that. It would be super awesome. I'll try and sort something with that over the weekend, but it does mean... Yes, I am recording. I may even have to split this video into 2 parts to have the gameplay... Oh, they're waiting for me, sorry. Split the gameplay and the kind of build part separately. You know, it's weird. I've got a lot of people who, like, of course, I get the statistics from YouTube. They're not entirely accurate at the moment because, you know, I've only been putting videos up for a week. But of course, most people don't have the attention span to stick with a video that's 20 minutes, half an hour long, let alone an hour of gameplay or something. But, you know, the kind of videos I watch on YouTube, a lot of them are an hour long, and it kind of, it's nice to settle down at the weekend and just kind of relax and watch someone else having some fun. They're all in green tanks. Most people look to be in... Now, is that a different colour green from my green? It seems lighter coloured. Am I going to be told I'm in the wrong armour now? Alex98 there, I think he was in an aircraft when I saw him last. Oh, that's nice. Nice one. There we go, what have we got? We've got a guy over here. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hope that's a bit better for you, Junkers. Fuck off out the way. I haven't lost a weapon yet. Oh, they love that plasma all over the face. That was nice, wasn't it? You can see somebody's trying to scope them there. So that's a bit tricky. What I might do is try and come around the other way. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. He's right there on us now. That plasma tank's right on us. Junkers, this is where I'd love TeamSpeak to say, Junkers, plasma that bitch up while I get out. Oh, I'm not enjoying any of this. Hit him, dead. Oh, did not enjoy that quite so much. So, are you guys, what are those guys in? Are they in little orange chassis that are just plastered with green? So they've got like a little, the little H-frame chassis in orange, and then they're entirely covered in green. I mean, the green I've got, it looks darker than what I was seeing on the field. But maybe that's what they're in, and it just looked that colour because of how it was lit. Platoon chat here. I died because when I lost a wing, I wasn't upside down. Okay. Another thing with this is so much goes on at once, kind of while I'm playing it, and you're in it and you're trying to sort yourself out. It's amazing how much information is visible in the video afterwards. It's really nice to watch these back and see what's actually taking place. I think it's a good way to learn from watching your videos. I really do think it's helped. There's a lot of things I've spotted here and there that I just was entirely oblivious to. But show the MB means nanobug. I am nanobug. Hey, nanobug. Right, okay, so he was the guy who was asking if I could Skype. And I think we've sorted out that That's Skype's off the table, but I'm happy to get my team speak on the go as long as you have a reasonable kind of input for that, and a laptop mic will do if it's a nice laptop mic. Like the mic on this laptop isn't too bad. On my other laptop, it's horrible, and it's certainly not going to be good if there's all kind of other noise going on in the background. But yeah, it would be so helpful actually to have a bit of real coordination on the go. A bit tentative about poking my head out there. There's a large mass of people gathered here, so I imagine any moment now there's going to be some kind of oh, I can see we've got incoming over here. Now, is it airborne or is it just over this ridge? That wall's going to interfere with any shot I take from here, I feel. So I might just get the other side of this and see if we can scope this guy. Give my crosshairs a chance to zoom in. He's disappeared behind there, but he hasn't. So, that was a shot on him. Are we going to get him on the other side of this? Can we intercept this flyer? There we go. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, and let's just come back round over here. Yeah, it'd be so handy to just give quick shout-outs. Trying to type something in this, by the time... I get that a lot with TF2 when I haven't got my headset on. By the time you've typed something, it's very much after the fact. And so nobody's going to be able to respond to it now. We've got another guy over here. Oh, he's moving, and I missed him again. Sorry, Junkers. Oh, 3 misses, never mind. He appears to be in some difficulty, feeling a lot more confident, so I'm just going to come on out on him. Start moving towards the CP, because I will be wanting to cap, if it's all possible, and get some bonus points. Now, where are you going, Sunshine? You've actually got weapons left. Come up over here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Got 2 shots left, so don't have to waste them. I always get that horrible feeling when you've got just 1 shot left, and oh, there's actually an enemy that's around behind me. But I'm just gonna head on to the CP, because it doesn't look like there's anyone doing any capping at the minute, and I would really like to win this game. Oh, didn't give it chance for those crosshairs to close in, and I'm just going to waste a shot so I can reload all 3. I'm going to make sure nothing's coming up behind me. Good, somebody with some firepower coming in. Have we reloaded? Oh, he's gone round there. So, hopefully if I can draw him out. Oh, he's just behind this rock. I'm happy that I've got cover from this rock. I've just got to keep an eye and make sure he doesn't come out. There we go. Can I get a shot on him there? As long as he's behind there, he's not shooting me. I'm capping. I'm happy. If he pokes his head out, well, then that's his luck. Look out, isn't it? Looks like we're moving in on him. Oh, dear. Oh, he just ducked back behind. I was too busy looking at this guy. Ouch. Oh. Oh, turn around so that my gun is actually... Lost a bit of the back off here. Should have checked to see which way I was facing around, because obviously one of those shots wouldn't have made it anyway. I can't see through the interference of that. Here he is. Oh, and I destroyed him. Excellent. Excellent. We win. GG. Awesome stuff. Look at this. This is immense. Now, I'm not sure about this because this may be something to do with the bug. Because when I logged in, it seemed I was getting points anyway. Let's see. Yeah, give a big thanks to Junkers there for some tips. Okay, we may have to wait for Junker. Sorry, OJ Gunner. I'm afraid I'm in a platoon at the moment. Oh, they're waiting for me, are they? Waiting for our platoon is Junkers. He's probably making a lovely brew. That's what he'll be up to. He'll be making a lovely brew or trying to cram another weapon onto his ship. There's just us two ready. Oh no, there's 4 now. Just trying to think how long I can actually let this run for before I run out of hard drive space. This is only on a small laptop, so can't even use my old gaming laptop anymore. I think the fan's dead on it. I would put upside down prisms on all sides of the block your gun is on. It'll help. Upside down prisms. I would love to do that. It'd not get shot off. Okay, that's duly noted. I had that, I think, on some of my other designs. I'm not sure if I've got leeway there. I think I'd have to trim down the central body. But yeah, I'll give that a go. Probably not now. Probably in a bit of downtime when I'm not videoing. Just try and refine that design a little bit more. I'm not sure I've got any room. Yeah, the right block. So the first block under your pilot seat, the one that's under the back of your chair. Alright, well, thanks for that. Really, you want to be throwing these in the comments as well, so we can get them in the useful comments page that I will throw up from time to time when we have significant things like 20 subscribers. I really want 20 subscribers. I'm going to be up to I'm going to be up to 2,000 views for my channel in total soon. The majority of that is on the first video. I imagine when electroplating comes out, I'll probably get a lot more hits again when I do a video on that. You know, I'm not sure what kind of following I've got at the moment. I do notice 1 or 2 people in chat seem to know who I am, and in the odd battle I get little shout outs. Oh, nice. MP. 20, level 22 now. Oh, you won't get to see that, you'll get to hear it in the video. Yeah, so, you know, I know I've got a nice little following of guys, and it's great to have you on board and playing with me. It's absolutely fantastic, totally beyond my wildest dreams when I started putting these videos out there. I would just like to see it get bigger and bigger so we get more people involved. I would like to have a full team of us. Like I say, I can get up to 8 people on my team speak, we could have 2 4-strong platoons and have something nice and ready for when the clans come out. So we can start reigning supreme on the battlefield, help each other out with all the tips and tricks we've learned. Yeah, he's right. Those two railguns there, they're just on a bar. That will just get shot off. I'm just hoping there's enough guys in front of me, so I'm not gonna plow into a load of plasma tanks or SMGs sneaking up on me. Oh, unfortunate. Know that feeling far too well. I have to be careful here, remembering that I haven't got the heavy chassis and I haven't got great wheels. Now there's some kind of ruckus going on down here. What's the deal with that? No, we'll look okay. Plenty of blue guys out there. I think it's when we get to this open bit I have to watch out. I just have to make sure there's nothing gonna strafe me from over here. We're capping already. Well, we were briefly. We've still got a reasonably strong team. I think they've taken sufficiently more casualties than we have. So I'm pretty confident we're going to win this one. We're back on the CP. In fact, here's the CP just here. Didn't realise we were right on top of it. Awesome stuff. Now, turn myself around so if anything does come at us, I can try and get a shot on it with all 3. Oh dear. Awesome. Lots of points left. Now, what could I take off here that I could then throw around those things? I could take 3 off there. And I could take 3 off here. And that would give me some. But I'm not going to mess with it now. I'm just going to get into a battle. Here's a mod on, I will keep these in my notes about the lower tier railguns. Lower the monster damage the plasmas do. Haha, hey screw you, says Snowcap. Yeah, you know, this whole thing for the developers, I think they've got a reasonable balance in the game. You know, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't seem to matter what I go, there is something that can punch the crap out of me with their firepower. So, let's see. Yes! Like I say, if you've made something really nice and then you get blown apart, you know, circumstance and skill also have a lot to play in, as well as the balance of a weapon, you know. And on a battlefield, you know, in a true battle, you might have a really nice sniper rifle, but if somebody spots you and chucks a grenade in the room, well, you're dead. End of. You know, you can't go and complain that his grenade was OP or anything. He just got the drop on you, chuck that grenade in there, and you're dead. End of story. It's GG to the other guy, you know, so I think it's a fairly nicely balanced game. I like the way they dropped the rails for a little bit while the flyers came out to give people a chance to build them. Now they've got them up in the air and they're flying about, they've brought the rails back up a little bit. I think the dev team do a great job. I'll be very happy when the tech tree is back up and running properly. So I can spend some points, but then again, you know, I'm not really going to be... Ooh, I've got a shot across here. You can speak German in 3 different languages. Wow. Oh, I just missed that guy, didn't I? Just missed that guy. Oh, ouchie. Being snuck up on by this fella. And move. Oh, go down here slowly. And get behind this rock, I think. Don't want to take a load of plasma. Thank you very much. Is he still chasing me? He is a little bit. Let's hope I can reload and then get him if he's coming back. Is he coming back? Is he engaging this other guy now? Let's go and have a look-see. Maybe help defend our control point. Oh, I'm getting it from this guy. Hit. Miss. Dead. I'm dead. I be dead. Not me. Go. And up on. I think we've got this, though. I think we've got this. As long as we can keep some bodies on the CP, they have got too much work to do. We've just got to get this last bar. And it's victory. Rylabs, hiya. You can't move over there. And he's dead. True MP. Oh, he's in that tricky situation where he's moving, but he's not got a lot of choice as to where he's moving. Oh, no. Oh, we've got somebody on the CP again. No, no, we haven't. Oh, there's only True MB. Oh, well, GG. Drop back to T3. Let's exit the battle. This is going to be my last one. Okay, make sure I'm in the platoon chat, and right, last one, then got to stop recording, because this is going to be another mammoth one, and then it's going to take ages for it to process and then save, so that'll take a little bit. I might be on playing with these guys, but I don't like to do that in case it messes up with anything with the recording. It was harsh enough when I recorded that blank screen for an hour, so I don't like to take any chances. Okay, when will the video be up? Okay, show, when will the video be up? I'll have watched them all. Part 2 of getting 4-man platoon, and this will be up. The chat, oh, never mind. Sometime tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Will it be Tomoz for him? What country are you in? How I got my name? Oh, America. Cool. America. I'm not sure what the time difference is, and also there's lots of states in America, so that can be different. How I got my name? Well, that there is a story. I've actually got quite a few different handles for different games, different accounts, different styles of things. I'm all over the place. I haven't got time to get into that now. Let's just have this battle and... Oh, he's just got away. And we'll have another thing. Do you like the name? Are you okay with the name? I don't really think it matters too much. What's important is that you know it and you're watching the videos. Ouch, 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 higher. Hello. Hello, panic fire. Panic fire. I'm not firing anything. I'm being shot to pieces. See, this is what happens when you guys don't realise, do you? You know, you're just sat there driving around, destroying stuff, and I'm chatting to you, and it's very distracting. And now I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck on my last battle. I'm not upside down. I've got one wheel, and Frickington being destroyed. Awesome, awesome. I've got support though. They're trying to save me. They're trying to keep me alive, which is epic. Epic. Yay. One wheel left that I can't really steer with. Yeah. So, there you go. I don't think I'm going to be getting to the CP like this. Can try. I don't think we'll have the time it would take for me to find the right bit of terrain to bounce off. Wow. In a way, I wish I'd kind of died so I could just watch Junkers and... oh, it looks like True Nano Bots. Ah! No, not even that. Not even the good grace to be upside down. No pro. Eject for me. Haha! Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, thank you very much, guys. I'm going to quit the video here, and I might still be on with you guys for a little play. But I'm stopping the video now, and let's just get out of here. See you next time.